Now, our next steps here are just going to be to go through this thing and to start to make it look nicer. And now you know enough CSS and HTML that I want your personal aesthetics to start to take over. So I'm just going to show you the process of taking our general bones and starting to make them look better. However, at this point, you shouldn't necessarily follow me word for word. I mean, you can retype all the stuff I do so that you can learn, but I'm hoping that you will then take over, pick your own fonts, pick your own color schemes, and so forth. Okay, so I want that nav bar to be a little bit further down. And right now, my navigation is housed within this UL, this unordered list. So let's say position relative, maybe I'll say that the margin is 25 all the way around. Okay, so we're getting a little bit more space there. Maybe I'll up that to 40. And I think also instead of justify content left, I'm going to say center. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. All right, now the white and the red are just super hideous. So let's go into our links before they've been clicked and take out the background color. And then maybe when we hover, we'll just get something like a nice light gray, which is CCC, CCC. Okay, so now I hover over there. That's looking pretty good. That padding is probably a little aggressive, so I might come back in and back that off. Maybe we just give, say, 5 pixels of padding. There we go. And those things might be a little bit close together. So now I can go back into my UL. So the margin of the entire unordered list is 40 pixels, but then the tag within the unordered list are these list elements li, which I don't have styled yet. So now I might go into li and say margin is 10 pixels. Get those guys opening up a little bit. So you can see that step by step, it's kind of a chiseling away. We're starting to make this look better. Okay, now that Pepto-Bismol I just cannot abide. So let's go into Photoshop, or you know what? We can go into, well, yeah, Photoshop. I think also W3 Schools has a color picker. So we'll pop open Photoshop here. So I'll just make a new file, whatever, don't care. And then I can come down in here, and I think this is left over from previous work I was doing, but this light blue is something that I might want to work with. So I can just copy the hex value, head back over to Atom, and then say my body background instead of pink is this unusual hex value. Reload it. Ah, that's a little easier on the eyes, right? Okay, now what we might do is come in and give our navigation a custom font, and we know how to do that by going up to font face. So this is definitely an example of do as I say and not as I do, so I'm just going to pick another thing in the Montserrat family. However, when you do this, you probably want to get a little bit more variety in there. So let's go to our fonts folder, Montserrat, and let's pick, for example, thin italic. That's probably going to be kind of hard to read. So, well, I'm just using this as a demo so you can do a better job than I'm doing. So let's pick this one right here, whatever that is. Okay, so I need to replace the name. And so we can call this Montserrat 2. When you do it, you can be more descriptive. And those are going to be my links. So here we can say that anything within an A is font family Montserrat 2. Save it, go back here, reload it. Oh, it's not working. Let's figure out why. You see right here, maybe you even caught this before I moved away from the screen. I put .ttf in twice. Can't make any spelling mistakes. Reload it, and that's looking better still. I think those default blue and purple colors are pretty hideous. So let's say that an A, the text color, and you'll recall that just saying color means text color. Let's say that by default links are white until you roll over them. So there they are, and now I roll over them and I get that little gray background. So maybe I could say that when you roll over them, they turn to black. Like this, so that you can really see what you're selecting. So pretty quickly there, right, just by messing around with some hex colors, by adding in an image that doesn't have a square aspect, I'm starting to get more refinement into this site.